What does it take to make 6 short films in 3 days? Hey, I'm Nate with Taproot, and I'm going to take you behind the production on Growth Rings. We were approached by Movement West Michigan to create 6 short films that inspired parents to model values for their children. We chose to frame these films from a child's perspective because in all of the discussions about the best way to do this, we realized that children learn best through observation, not necessarily when you just tell them what to do. So we had a lot of fun thinking through how these scenes could show and not tell, and the motif of seeing the world through this kind of childlike wonder became a big inspiration for all of the scenes that we wrote. It's especially rewarding when we're invited into the process early and can be involved in the writing process and really help build these ideas from the ground up. Think about how these scenes are going to play, the impact that they're going to have, and the most compelling way to shoot that to make it possible. Since the films were only supposed to be 90 seconds to 2 minutes, we had the real challenge of packing a wealth of information into these really small formats. We ended up deciding that we needed to make 6 of these films in just 3 days. Some of the challenges that came with that had to do with the variety of locations, child actors, and talent in different families that we were trying to represent through these films. Some of these films were largely written to be outside, and so we were dependent on the weather holding for us in a late fall Michigan. Because we had to pack so much into a short period of time, the pre-production plan had to be airtight. Both the practical aspects of the film balanced with, what would creatively best convey those ideas was the balance and the push and pull that had to happen before we were on set. It was really rewarding going into production to know exactly what we were going to get. It allowed me as a director to really play and to make sure that we had the takes that we needed to convey the emotion and ideas that we had planned for ahead of time. We had a great team out there, and that really made all the difference in terms of making the days, but also making sure that, everything looked amazing on the screen. We designed these films to resonate with all sorts of people. So that meant making these places feel real and lived in. We didn't want the look to feel commercial or too high-key and polished. We wanted these to feel like these people were already living and existing in these spaces, and that we just got a glimpse of what it was like to see through a child's perspective. It's really cool to see how everything came together after production, through the sound design and how music and sound effects really enhances the overall feel of these films, to the color grade just really doubling down on that nostalgic, perspective that we were trying to take. I'm really satisfied. I'm really happy with how everything's looking, and I can't wait to see the impact that these films will have. So that's it for this Behind the Production. We're super thankful to Movement West Michigan and Growth Rings for trusting us with the project, and for our incredible crew who helped make it possible. See you on the next one.